We're on the home stretch.
Okay, we're in. One big deep breath and last push. Last push and the baby's out.
Righto. Oh, it was funny up until I got stuck underneath it on the bed and just about broke my neck in half.
Wait. Why you...
I just got splattered.
Coming up, after their biggest reno to date,
This is a bloody big mess. If this stays here like this, we're in deep.
the race to win 10 grand comes down to the wire.
Toes down.
It's Judgment Day at the block. In just a couple of hours, the team with the best master bedroom and ensuite will win $10,000 cash.
I better start pumping it then.
Well, move all that down then, because you put it in the wrong spot.
I love that it's shiny and the light picks it up, and then everything else hides away when you're looking at that feature.
Oh, what
Is that? Tanya?
Yeah.
This is a bloody big mess. If this stays here like this, we're in deep. Funnily enough, we had 2 of those pictures.
Toes down.
Honey.
Morning. Morning.
How are you?
Hi.
Right. Now, I've got to say, in hindsight, I was probably a little bit tough on you this week. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Slightly.
Master bedroom and ensuite in 7 days is ridiculous.
Really?
We've never done it on the block before and we'll probably never do it again.
I don't recommend it.
But you did it.
We did.
Congratulations. And you did a great job. And once again, I'm very sorry about the last week. Great job. You all completed it. It's now over to the judges. You guys get to the workshop. I'll see you there.
Well, Neil, this is the halfway point, so this is a pretty critical stage of the competition.
Certainly is.
Each week, our team's rooms are judged by real estate expert John McGrath and Bell Magazine editor-in-chief Neil Whittaker.
John, this is where we have to stop being nice.
The rooms are completed, but for Josh and Jenna, the lead-up was a nightmare.
We have no time here to do anything.
They lost a challenge
Think of it as a business decision.
and lost some of their prize money.
That would mean that we're taking $2,000 from Josh and Jenna.
Then they copped a massive tiling bill.
Just got a bill for the tiles for $6,300 for 2 bathrooms.
And finally, a Barney with Keith the foreman.
If you had told me there was a heater going there...
24 hours to move 20 sheets of plaster, mate. 10 seconds.
With a huge floor area to renovate, they managed to finish with the...
And to help us, like, it was just so fantastic. I don't know how we would have got it done without him.
Again, our master bedroom's a little bit of a risk. You know, we've done a few things that are a bit different, like with the lights and the trunk, but hopefully they like it.
First bedroom, this is very good.
It's got some wow factor, hasn't it?
I just feel, I just look at this, and this was a courageous decision. That sort of
Unmade
slept-in look.
Yeah.
But I think it works really well. I mean, I'm not sure at an open for inspection I'd be wanting them to do this, but I think they've taken a risk and they've got away with it. I really love it.
No, it works really well, John. And what I love about this couple is the way they're using this grey now as the signature colour throughout the house. I love the continuity. It feels really good.
I must admit, I'm concerned. I can see there the 2 bedside tables, which are nice tables. They're some sort of Danish designer tables, but I think people want storage. I mean, they've got a chest and 2 bedside tables, and that's the only storage they've got here, which for a master bedroom, I think people want somewhere to be able to put some things.
Look, I think you're right, John. But where I do feel that they've scored points is with their choice of bedside lights. I love these exposed industrial lights that they've got hanging down. It's a very current look, but it works in here.
It looks like they've done a walk-in robe. We should have a look at that as well.
We have an amazing huge walk-in robe with lots of storage, lots of shoe spaces, so it's good for all the girls out there. Also, you can change the shoe spaces for hanging space.
Well, they certainly have done a walk-in wardrobe. Isn't this great?
Wow. Endless storage.
I mean, admittedly, they do have the space, which I'm
Yeah.
not sure everyone's going to have, but what a clever use of the space.
Yeah,
and I know,
absolutely.
Neil, from selling, this sells houses. But I've got a feeling, having had a quick glance at the ensuite, the best might be yet to come. So
think
let's
you
have a
could
look
be
at that
right.
room.
It is the best ensuite we could possibly do. It's quirky, it's a bit different, which is what we like. We were really limited with our first bathroom. This was our turn to blow out and do whatever we wanted because this is like a parents' retreat. I think when the judges walk in our bathroom, they're going to say, wow.
Wow. This is pretty cool.
I mean, I love it. I've never seen that wet area combined, almost like a Roman steam room or something, Neil. That's very impressive.
I love the sense of height. It's very clever the way they've taken the mirror to the top, the oversized shower head, the incredibly tall glass doors. It's very, very clever.
This is a great example of going that extra 10%.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to pay off.
It really works. It really works.
I'm critical, as you know, often.
I know what you're going to say.
I mean, they've got so many of the big, hard, expensive things right, and they haven't cleaned the top half of that mirrored wall.
It's like, why? Why would you do that?
Last week, Rod and Tanya won the prize for the best bathroom. This week, they got stuck into their strategy of doing most of the work themselves.
Help me, chum.
Honey, everyone's shopping and I'm working.
That's the way it should be.
But the job proved too big for the couple and their plasterer.
You walk in, look at the task and go, nah, and walk back out again. I've made no bones about it all week by moving that wall from the ensuite just in 600 and creating that study that was going to be our ace in our sleeve. Like, I'm hoping that the judges walk up there with absolutely no idea that was coming about, and when they walk up there and they see, hang on a minute, we're going to look at 2 rooms and there's 3, and it blows their mind.
Well, this is different, Neil.
Very clever. Little study nook.
It's a good idea.
It's a really good idea.
It's innovative, which is a great start.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's very well executed.
It does. It's a good size too. I mean, it's a proper little home office.
Having said that, my concern is they've had to have got this space from somewhere else. So I hope it hasn't compromised the bedroom area, because that's the more important part of the room, but it's a really interesting idea.
I agree.
I think the judges will be impressed with the floor-to-ceiling mirrors on the robes, because that mirrors straight away make a room feel a lot bigger. So it's not the biggest room going around, and we put a big bed in there.
Feels cosy.
It does feel cosy.
I think I can now see the space they've taken for the study, which I really like that idea, but I think they're going to pay for it in the bedroom.
It's a strong, dramatic colour palette. It's feeling to me like a bit like a boutique hotel room, which isn't a bad thing. They have got a good eye for detail. I like the fact that from a privacy point of view, we've got the double blind. That's a good touch. There are elements in this room that I really like. I like the choice of the headboard, the raised headboard.
Look, it's not thrilling me, but they haven't made too many mistakes, other than perhaps the space, which they've just caught themselves out. But I must say that I think what they've lost in space here, they've probably made up with points that clever idea at the entry. So for me, it's a little bit of a balancing act.
It is a balancing act, I agree.
If the judges think anything along the same lines as we do, they're going to be blown away by that double shower. I love that black glass around the walls.
Black and white bathroom.
It's nice, isn't it, what they've done with the shower there?
It's pretty impressive. It's got a nice sort of luxe feel about it, definitely. It's very sort of glamorous.
Typically I would have insisted on or loved a bath, but of course last week they presented it downstairs exactly. So they've got it in the house, so they've thought it well. So I think that the double shower here is an excellent solution. It's another one of those bathrooms that it's hard to fault.
Bathroom in search of a bit of soul, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm totally in love with it, but I tell you what, I like it a lot. which is fairly close.
I'm normally the first person to congratulate anyone on a window treatment, but this time I think the black blind, maybe it's a bit too much. But then they win points by what they've done with the framing of the window.
Right.
It's, good attention to detail. They've used the space sensibly, and bearing in mind that we are aware that they've lost a bit of space by what they've done to create the study, I think it still ended up as a very good bathroom.
Coming up, 2 houses to go. Who impresses, who doesn't? And who will take home the $10,000 prize?
But I think overall this is also one of the best rooms that certainly we've seen in this series.
It's taken just a week to complete the biggest reno ever on the block. Not 1, but 2 rooms, the master bedroom and ensuite.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
So far, the judges have inspected the houses of Josh and Jenna, Rod and Tanya.
It's very smart.
Next up is Polly and Woz. Each week they are improving their scores, but they are running out of money to finish the house.
We have to do our entire top floor at the point where we're just running out of money. So this week is really crucial for us.
So Woz made it his mission to learn the ropes and do more of the building himself.
You see Woz learning all the time, something new.
And builders have said
different.
that as well.
Yeah.
They've said that he started, he just grasped things really, really quickly.
Well, all that knowledge is about to be tested in their master bedroom and ensuite.
I'm very confident in our room and I love every single piece there, and I 100% stand behind our room and the job we've done. I think it's fantastic.
I knew these guys had a room like this in them, Neil. I mean, the first 2 weeks I was so disappointed following that challenge round, but this is the room they always should have presented. This has got great soul and character.
They've really upped their game, haven't they? It feels very, very fresh and light. And
what a tremendous idea this was, this bookcase and bedside cupboards all built in, and
it's a really
they built it themselves. They do have some good under helmet lighting,
they
though,
go
which
for
is
this.
quite interesting.
Yeah, they go for this strip lighting, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice choice too.
That's a really good.
It's the Yarra, I think, in the evening. It's a really nice one.
Well, they've got the city view staring them in the face.
That's right,
there.
it's almost mirrored.
Yeah, it's very, very clever. And I like the colour palette too. I like the black and the red and the grey. It all works together. Like the blind is not fitting perfectly. It's a little bit too small, but I like the fact that they've done that here and they've done that there.
I mean, at a practical level, they've gone for a good full height wardrobe, which is great. Plenty of storage.
Plenty of storage, really good storage.
I think overall this is also one of the best rooms that certainly we've seen in this series. This is a well thought out and well executed room.
I hope the judges can see the thought behind our ensuite and our decision to remove the linen cupboard so we could have a completely separate bath and shower.
It's a really good-looking, functional bathroom.
Yeah. In fact, they've got a bath, it's great, and that was important. It feels like it's been well planned and designed. It's a very nice basin, Neil.
It's a really good basin. I love the double basin. I mean, I have to be honest, for me there's not a lot of wow factor, but what there does seem to be is just good use of space, good finishes and surfaces, just sort of very high quality.
Very professional.
I like the way they've balanced the brown and the beige and the white. Feels to me like the biggest of the bathrooms that we've seen. I think it